George Strait, an icon in the American country music industry, is not only loved for his outstanding talent, but also for his life full of ups and downs. However, the greatest sadness in his life was the painful loss of his first daughter, Jennifer Lynn Strait. This was a tragedy that broke the hearts of George and his family, leaving a deep mark on both his personal life and his musical career. Jennifer was born on October 6, 1972, and was the pride and joy of the Strait family. A cheerful, intelligent, and energetic girl, Jennifer was the light in the lives of George and Norma Strait. However, on June 25, 1986, tragedy suddenly struck when Jennifer died in a car accident at the age of 13. The accident happened near San Marcos, Texas, when the car she was riding in overturned. Although the emergency team arrived quickly, Jennifer did not survive. The loss was a huge blow to George Strait and his wife, Norma. In the years that followed, George rarely spoke about his grief in public, choosing to keep it private to protect his family and respect his daughter's memory. However, that did not mean the pain had gone away. He has said that the pain of the loss was unbearable, and his family had to work hard to overcome it. In memory of Jennifer, the Strait family established the Jennifer Strait Memorial Fund, a charity that supports children and young people in need. George and Norma believed that this was the best way to turn their painful loss into something positive, bringing meaning and hope to others. The fund has supported many charities, including education, health, and children's support programs. Although the pain never went away, George found a way to continue living and making music, thanks in part to the strength of his family and his faith. George Strait was born on May 18, 1952, in Poteet, Texas, and grew up in Pearsall, Texas, on a family ranch. From a young age, he was surrounded by Texas cowboy music and culture. George regularly listened to country music recordings by Hank Williams, George Jones, and Merle Haggard, who became major inspirations in his later career. George's musical career began unexpectedly when he was drafted into the United States Army. While stationed in Hawaii, he joined the band Rambling Country, where he began performing and discovering his singing talent. After leaving the military, George returned to Texas and decided to pursue music seriously. In 1981, George Strait signed with MCA Records and released his first single, Unwound, which quickly became a huge hit, peaking at number 6 on the country charts. This was the beginning of a legendary career. His debut album, Strait Country, not only solidified his status in the music industry, but also laid the foundation for his traditional musical style, focusing on steel guitar, fiddle, and honest lyrics. George Strait's traditional musical style stood out from the wave of contemporary country music, mixed with pop in the 1980s. His warm voice, raw storytelling, and ability to convey genuine emotion helped him create a style that was unmistakable. Over the course of a career spanning more than 4 decades, George released more than 30 studio albums and a slew of singles, consistently topping the charts. He has become one of the best-selling artists in music history, with over 70 million albums sold worldwide. More than just a singer, he is an American cultural icon, beloved for his humility, talent, and loyalty to his musical roots. George Strait is considered one of the most influential artists in the history of country music. His achievements are not only measured in the number of records sold, but also in the recognition and love of audiences around the world. George Strait holds the record for having over 60 #1 songs on the country music charts, more than any other artist in history. Songs such as Amarillo by Morning, Check Yes or No, and All My Exes Live in Texas have not only achieved commercial success, but have become icons of country music. George Strait has received numerous awards during his career, including Grammy Award for Best Country Album for Troubadour in 2009, CMA, Country Music Association, Award for Entertainer of the Year multiple times, including in 2013. ACM, Academy of Country Music Award, where he was named Artist of the Decade in 2009. George Strait is not only a performer, but also a pioneer in traditional country music's survival and development in the modern era. He is considered a great inspiration for later generations of artists, including Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson. George Strait's 2014 Cowboy Rides Away tour set a record for grossing, with the final show at AT&T Stadium attracting over 104,000 spectators, making it the largest concert in country music history. George Strait and Norma Strait were one of the most enduring couples in showbiz. They married in 1971 when George was just 19. Norma was George's high school sweetheart, and they developed a deep, lasting relationship. George once shared that, at first, they didn't date often, but a chance invitation to Norma changed everything. After just a few months, they got married and started a family. Their relationship lasted for decades, despite the pressures of fame and George's busy schedule. Norma was not only George's partner, but also his greatest support. She always supported him in his music career and helped him through difficult times, including the loss of his daughter Jennifer. George once said, "Norma kept me balanced. She was everything to me." Their marriage is a testament to patience, love, and sacrifice. Although George is one of the most famous artists in the world, family always comes first for him. George Strait and his wife, Norma Strait, had 2 children, daughter Jennifer Lynn Strait and son George Bubba Strait Jr. Both were the Strait family's greatest pride and joy, but also the source of their deepest sorrow and lessons in life. Jennifer was born on October 6, 1972, the first daughter of George and Norma. A bright, lively, and energetic girl, Jennifer was considered the light of the Strait family. However, on June 25, 1986, a car accident took Jennifer's life when she was just 13 years old. The car she was riding in with a friend overturned near their home in San Marcos, Texas, resulting in an unexpected tragedy. Jennifer's death was a great shock to the Strait family. George and Norma faced not only the painful loss, but also the challenge of keeping their spirits and family together after the tragedy. In memory of Jennifer, they established the Jennifer Strait Memorial Foundation, a charity that supports children in need. The foundation has helped hundreds of charities across the country, especially those focused on children's education and health. George once said, "Jennifer is always in our hearts. What we do is keep her flame of love burning." Their second son, George Strait Jr., affectionately known as Bubba, was born on May 14, 1981. Bubba grew up in a loving environment and had a very close relationship with his parents. Unlike his father, Bubba did not choose a performing career, but instead attended Texas A&M University, where he graduated with a degree in agriculture. Bubba also competed in professional rodeos, continuing the family cowboy tradition. Although he did not pursue a full-time music career, Bubba was a significant contributor to several of George Strait's musical projects. He contributed lyrics to songs such as Arkansas Dave, The Breath You Take, and Living for the Night, reflecting his father's love of music. George always expressed his pride in his son, especially his independent spirit and dedication to everything he did. Both George and Norma's children left important marks on their lives. Although the loss of Jennifer was a devastating loss, Bubba continued to be a great source of encouragement, helping the Strait family move forward. Norma Strait, George's partner of over 50 years, was an integral part of his life and career. Although she always kept her private life private and rarely appeared in the media, Norma was George's strongest emotional support, especially during the most difficult times. Norma and George faced the ultimate pain of losing Jennifer, their first daughter. This loss not only caused the family to fall into a state of collapse, but also put great pressure on the relationship between the two. In a rare interview, Norma shared, "We went through the darkest moments together. Love and support for each other is what kept us going." Norma chose to support George through silence and empathy. She understood that each person has their own way of dealing with pain. And for George, music was the way he expressed his deepest emotions. Norma not only helped George stay strong, but also played an important role in caring for and uniting the family after the tragedy. George Strait has publicly praised Norma as his greatest inspiration in life. In interviews, he has emphasized that Norma's love and patience have helped him overcome all difficulties. "Norma is the one who keeps me balanced. She is not only my wife, but also my best friend." George and Norma's relationship is a testament to the enduring love that overcomes all the challenges of life. Despite the pressures of fame and personal loss, they have remained united and become an ideal model for many other couples. George Strait was born into a farming family in Poteet, Texas. His father, John Strait, was a teacher and farmer, and his mother left when George was 10. George, his brother and father, had to take care of the family ranch, an environment that instilled in him a spirit of hard work and a commitment to cowboy culture. George Strait's musical career began unexpectedly when he joined the United States Army. While stationed in Hawaii, he joined the band Rambling Country, where he discovered his passion for music. After leaving the military, George returned to Texas and decided,